people say that childhood friends are your real friends. They also say that it only takes one real friend to be successful in life. And then they ask, do you have a real friend? But today, I'd like to mix it up a bit. Are you a true friend to someone? The way to getting a real friend is to be a true friend yourself to someone else. I'll be your real friend today. This is Kevin's Hot Beat. Our first song on Kevin's Hot Beat for Saturday, June 8th was Friend by T.O.P. and Taeyang. Hello, I'm Kevin from Zea. Before thinking about who your real friends are, I decided that I should first think about who would consider me a true friend. If your phone is silent on weekends, don't just sit around and wait. Make a first call, though, to those you want to see. Yes, and I'll always be the first one to come to you. Let me tell you how you can find me. Here is, we've got FM stations in Jeju Island, 88.7 in Jeju City, 88.1 in Seogwipo City, 101.9 in Daejeong area, and we've got terrestrial DMB as well. I'd like to hear from you guys, so leave us your comments, messages, and song requests here on our Hotbeat message board at www.arirangfm.com/hotbeat. It's HOTBEAT. You can write your messages in any languages. Let me tell you about the segments coming up today. In the first half, we'll have Back to the K-Chart, where we take the trip through past Korean music charts. Then, in the second hour, we'll have Artist Lab, where we learn more about lyrics, about K-pop artists, well, also lyrics too. Well, stay tuned, and let's kick off today's Hot Beat with two songs. Here is Fly to Love by Luna Fly, followed by Feeling Love by Sun. The British poet Lord Byron once said, "The best prophets of the future is the past." If you want to know about the future of K-pop, you have to start with songs gone by. Let's peek at the future with a blast to the past. Back to the K-Chart. On our first segment on Saturdays at Hotbeat is Back to the K-Chart, where we listen to past K-pop hits to see K-pop trends of the past, present, and future. Today, we'll be going back to the K-pop chart for March 2009. In March 2009, ballad singers like Baek Ji-young, Im Chang-jung, Lee Eun-mi, and Barbie Kim all did well, in addition to girl groups like the Vichy, Girls' Generation, Kara, and After School. Let's take a look at the songs that took number 15 to number 11 on the charts in March 2009. At number 15 was 2AM's Friend's Confession, the second single from 2AM after their 2008 debut single, This Song. 2AM, who had been increasing their name recognition with member Jowon at its center, sang about a man who wanted to tell a friend that he saw her as more than a friend. Number 14 was Baek Ji-young's Like Being Hit by a Bullet, an extremely popular song that stayed at number 1 for 7 weeks after being released in November 2008. The frank lyrics, which compared a breakup with being hit by a bullet. Rich emotions of the veteran singers of 10 years experience touched the hearts of all listeners. Next at number 13 was Big Bang's Flaming Sunset, yes, which sampled from a 1988 song of the same title from a singer, 이문세. 난 너를 사랑해, 이 세상은 너뿐이야. Yeah, which was used in a musical, 광화문 연가, which I did in Japan. Yes, and number 12 was Rain and You from Rumblefish, which was used in a soundtrack of the 2000 song Radio Star, the remade of Rumblefish. The original song became a hit when it was sung by actor Park Jung-hoon, who was the lead actor in a movie. The plot of the movie, which was about a bygone star who was able to make a comeback through a small-time radio show and confirmed his friendship with his old manager, fit well with the lyrics. The number 11 song was Im Chang-jung's Long Time No See. Singer and actor Im Chang-jung, who reached the peak of his career in the 1990s, released this song as the title track of his 11th album after a 6-year break. Now let's listen to two of these songs before we continue with Back to the K-Chart. Here is number 15, Confession of a Friend by 2AM, followed by number 14, Like Being Hit by a Bullet by Baek Ji-young. You just heard number 15, Confession of a Friend, followed by number 14, Like Being Hit by a Bullet by Baek Ji-young. On Back to the K-Chart, we'll look at K-pop charts from the past. Now today, our charts are from March 2009. Next, we'll take a look at the songs from number 10 to number 6. Alright, number 10 was Bobby Kim's Love That Guy. The song was part of his special album released 16 years after the Father of Soul's debut. The entire album was a tribute to his vocal talent. Bobby Kim is a highly praised artist who took home the Best Hip Hop Artist Award in 2005 and was in charge of coaching various idols in singing and rap before his debut. One of his songs that I sang last time. 소나무야, 소나무야. Yeah. Sorry. The number 9 song was After School's Ah. The group, which was modeled after the Pussycat Dolls, began with the members Kai, Chungha, Juyeon, Soyeon, and Becca. And the group brought the new member Yui before releasing Diva. The number 8 song was Kim Kyung-look's We Are Strangers Now, the first solo title track from Kim Kyung-look of VOS. Next at number 7 was Bad Girl from FT Island, part of the first mini-album released after the group brought in their newest member, Song Seung-hyun. Alright, number 6 was the title track of Eight's third album, Without a Heart. The song was made by composer and producer Bang Si-hyuk and was the last of a 3-part series preceded by the songs 30 Minutes Before and Like Being Hit by a Bullet. Now, we'll be back after listening to two of this songs. Here's number 9, Ah, by After School, followed by number 8, We Are Strangers Now by Kim Kyung-look, featured by Baby J of Julie. 소나무야. Alright, that was so sudden, I know, I understand. Number 9 was R by After School. Number 8 was We Are Strangers Now by Kim Kyung-look, featured by Baby J of Julie. Alright, on today's Back to the K-Chart, we are looking at the rankings from March 2009. Let's keep going on with number 5 to number 2. Number 5 was Half by Hwayobi. Now, the lyrics were written personally by Hwayobi, and the success of the song was helped along by the fact that she was in a make-believe marriage with Hwani of Fly to the Sky on the hit variety show We Got Married. At number 4 was Hwisung with Insomnia, which was the remake of original 2008 song by Craig David, released in the UK. Rumor has it that Craig David himself chose Hwisung when it was decided that they would look for an artist in Asia to remake the song. Interesting. Coming up in number 3 was Honey by Kara. At number 2 was we have 8282, in Korean Pali Pali by Davichi, the title track of their album, which came a year after the duo's debut. The song has a unique structure that of the song Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. It starts off slow and suddenly switches to a dance rhythm. The title 8282 is a number that sounds like a Korean word of hurry, 빨리 빨리, which the word 빨리 빨리 uses a lot in Korea, such as like 야 빨리 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 야 빨리 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 야 빨리 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 야 빨리 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 빨리. Okay, what two songs shall we listen to from this group? Alright, number 4, Insomnia of Hisong, and 빨리, number 2, A2A2 by Davichi. You just heard Insomnia by Hisong, number 4, and number 2, A2A2 by Davichi. Now, you're listening to Back to the K-Chart, where we're counting down the top songs of March 2009. Now, we're down to number 1. In March 2009, the song that was most popular in Korea was... It was... G by Girls' Generation. Woo! Yes, I think everybody knows this song by now. G, 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 baby, baby, baby. The group, Girls' Generation, has been gaining a popularity even since their debut, and this was the song that put them on the map. Now the song is remembered for its repetitive chorus and the colorful skinny jeans worn by the members, and the unforgettable crap dance. Yes, you could see celebrities parodying the song on almost every variety show. Yes, and even we did in our concert. Yes, this was also the song that held the record for most weeks and at number 1 on the charts, up until Psy came along with Gangnam Style. Let's wrap up tonight's Back to the K-Chart with the top song of March 2009, G by Girls' Generation, which was number 1, and Oh Ah by Kim Hyungjun. Alright, we were on Back to the K-Chart segment. Now we wrap up with number 1 song, G by Girls' Generation, and Oh Ah by Kim Hyungjun. Alright, here's one more song for you, Empty Heart by 8. It's already time to close out part 1 of Saturday's Hot Beat, and I'll be back with Artist Lab in the second hour after we listen to Honey by Kara.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to listen to the Hot Beat. All the sexy girls out there, are you ready to join? BET Hot Beat.
Welcome to the second hour of Hot Beat. That was Be My Girlfriend, My Girlfriend, My Girlfriend, My Girl by Jay Park. Let me tell you again how you can tune in to Hot Beat. We've got FM stations in Jeju Island, 88.7 in Jeju City, and 88.1 in Seogwipo City, 101.9 in Daejeong area, and we've got terrestrial DMB as well. If you got a smartphone, just search for Arirang Radio in your app store. It's ARIRANGRADIO, Arirang Radio. It's a free app, so you can listen to our program on the move and leave your comments through the smartphone Arirang Radio app. Now, I also love to hear from you guys, so leave us your comments, messages, and song requests here on our Hotbeat message board at www.arirangfm.com/hotbeat. It's HOTBEAT. You can write your messages in any languages. I'll be playing more music for you now. Here's Song for You by Soyeon and An Young-min. Yes, and followed by Grumbling by Ituk and Crystal. To see the big picture, you have to put together all the smaller pieces of the puzzle. On this segment, we try to understand all of Korean music by looking at individual artists. So, welcome to Artist Lab! And now it's time for Artist Lab, where we get to talk about various K-pop labels and the artists that are signed with each label. The artist we'll be talking about today is the first artist that comes to mind when you say sexy Korean singer, Lee Hyori! Woo! Her fifth album, Monochrome, which comes after 3 years, took number 1 on the charts even before her official comeback performance. Lee Hyori was a unique place in Korean music. She stands tall and strong no matter where she is or what she is doing. She is a sexy diva on stage, but on social activist off stage. But she wasn't always like this. She debuted in 1998 as a member of Finkel, competing against a slew of other first-generation idol groups, including H.O.T., Jax Kiss, and SES. And at the time, Finkel had a very cute and pure girlish style. Yes, seriously. Yeah, we'll begin our exploration of Liori's career after some music. Here is To My Boyfriend by Finkel, followed by Liori's Remember Me. You just heard To My Boyfriend by Finkel, followed by Remember Me by Ihori. You're listening to Artist Lab, where we discuss K-pop artists. Tonight, we're talking about Ihori. Liori was youngest daughter in a family that wasn't so well off, but the one thing she definitely had going for her was her beauty. When she was in high school, customers would flock the restaurant when she worked, just to get a glimpse of her. That rumor reached the ears of HOT's manager, who sought her out and signed her with SM Entertainment. There's also the story that Park Junyoung and Danny Yan of G.O.D has originally approached Ihori in Apgujeong to debut with them as a member of their group. But by then, she had already been signed. Everyone had high hopes for her career, and in 1998, she made her debut as a leader of Finkel from the label that produced Jack's Kiss. After that, it was smooth sailing as Finkel released back-to-back hits until its breakup in 2002, including To My Boyfriend, Ruby, Eternal Love, and Now. Let's listen to some of Ihori's songs before we come back. Here is Just One 10 Minutes, and Shall We Dance? You just heard Ihori's 10 Minutes and Shall We Dance? We're filling up tonight's Artist Lab talking about Ihori. Ihori began her solo career in earnest in 2003. Her first solo title track, 10 Minutes, sent out a clear signal that she was no longer the pure, innocent girl that we had seen in Finkel. The song was shocking both for its lyrics, which claimed that the singer could seduce anyone in 10 minutes. Wow. And for its choreography, instantly made Ihori a sexy icon. And the song was such a big hit that it brought Ihori countless awards at the end of the year. Yes, her sexy, healthy appeal and honesty won her fans of all generations, and newspapers were continuously filled with headlines about Ihori syndrome. After that, she continued to roll out hits like You Go Girl and Hey Mr. Big, taking home another Artist of the Year award in 2010. She also was very active on variety TV shows, and her role on the show Family Outing won her the SBS Variety Award in 2009, providing her capacity as an MC. But all good things are bound to have some bumps on the road. Now, we'll come back with that after some more music. Here is Mr. Big and You Go Girl with Nassan. That was Ihori's Hey Mr. Big and You Go Girl with Nassan. This is Artist Lab, where we learn about the career of our favorite K-pop artist. Today, the artist under our microscope is Ihori. Ihori herself has said that she considers her fourth album to be a turning point in her life because of the plagiarism controversies and that swept up around the album, which she personally wrote lyrics for in 2010. The controversy came as an especially big shock because it was after the title track, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, had already taken the top of the charts. Now, she voluntarily ended her promotion for the fourth album and began doing community service. She worked at lost dog shelters and did other volunteer work, emerging as a more beautiful star from her hardships. She also encouraged everyone to work for children and elderly Koreans in need, and became a social entertainer. Now, an entertainer who also advocated social causes. She's doing just great. Looking back on her career, we can see that she has made several transformations over the years, from an innocent idol star to a sexy diva, and now to an outspoken, bold entertainer. All of these sides are truly Ihori and are what make her special. Let's listen to some more of her music before we continue. Here is Talk 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 and Chitty Chitty Bang Bang featured by CJ of Fresh Boys. Alright, it's time to end Artist Lab where we explored the career of Lee Hyori. Lee Hyori was actually voted the 9th sexiest woman in the world, ranking highest among any Asian celebrity. But her sexiness isn't the only factor that keeps her fans coming back. Her fans truly love her because her boldness and her honesty is not for her own self-interest, but in the interest of helping others and society in general. Alright, and also Yuri did a commercial with Jessica Alba. Yes, which I saw. Oh, Jessica Alba. So beautiful. Alright, we'll be back after another K-pop artist to meet on next week's Artist Lab. I'll leave you with this song. Here is Full Moon and Miss Korea by Lee Hyori. It's time to say goodbye to Hotbeat for Saturday, June 8th. Tomorrow we'll have Listener's Choice and Talkbox coming up, so keep tuning in. I'll see you guys tomorrow with another great K-pop playlist. Beautiful Girl by Tony An, featured by Hyunjun of Smash. Bye bye guys!